welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner. Chase the Horseman Horsley here alongside with Coach Liz Lewis. And once again, the Lady Pronghorns coming away with a big win over Northwest College. And a lot of it had to do with a lot of the grit, determination that your girls had. What did you kind of see on the floor for that game?
You know, Northwest is a really good team. They're a really good team this year. I think their coach is doing an excellent job up there in Powell. And, you know, we came out and we talked about how we have to learn to start games because we had started the first few conference games down by 10 and then decide to, you know, start playing. So that was definitely one of our goals, was to start the first quarter and then maintain that momentum throughout the entire game, which there were some moments that we didn't do that. So that's another goal that we're trying to get better at.
You know, going down to the shot clock violation, getting set right there in the moments, Danae hits that big three. Do you think that brought in a lot of just that ending momentum for the rest of that game?
Oh, it did for sure. That three was a huge momentum three. And you know, in women's basketball, we don't have the big dunks for momentum, but three-pointers and ones are the big momentum swingers and charges defensively. So for her to hit that three at that point in the game, that was definitely huge. When
we look at home games wise, you've always said, you know, to win Region 9, you have to win at home. I mean, that's been the case. You guys are 2-0 now at home here in the region. What does that say to the momentum here when you guys play at the Pronghorns?
Yeah, I truly believe that, you know, to win the region, the teams that have won the region the last few years have definitely won all home games, and got to win a lot of road games too, and that's what's hard too. But we talk about that as our goal is to protect this gym, protect our house, and so. And you know, we had a great fan base. We had a lot of fans come out and support us, and so we want to definitely win for them too. So it's winning at home is incredibly important in this league. This league is very competitive this year.
Yes, I mean, as we've seen, Northwest College is really good. Yeah. Central's was really good as well. Yes. I mean, yet another tough one against Laramie County Community College, which we'll get into here in a moment. But you mentioned a lot 15-0, where you're down 15 when you go on a road game. You know, why do you say that? Is it because of the crowd? Why do you say that?
I think I say that because that's what my coach always told us. Okay. Is that every time you walk into somebody else's gym, you're automatically down 15-0. Just by being in their gym with their crowd and everything like that, just being in their environment. And so that's something I learned, and that's something that I always liked to take personal when I was a player, is thinking that we're starting the game down 15-0. We got to battle back from the very beginning. And so that's just something that I've kind of taken from my experience.
You know, it kind of feels like it's a good mindset, you know, like the girls I've talked with so far, they bring up, we're down 15-0 to start off the game, and I'm like, it's 0-0. What's going on?
Some environments feel like 20-0 when you go into some different environments, feel like you're down by even more. So yeah, I'm glad they've listened to that. So
yeah, no, they 100% have, because every single time it's just like, I ask a simple question: how do you feel about road games? We're like, well, coach always says, you know, we're down 15-0, so we really got to figure out a way to gain some momentum, gain that boost. And I mean, we were talking a little bit with rivalries. Laramie County Community College is literally just 3 hours away, and that's another big rival that, you know, Gillette has. When you look at this game going down there, what do you guys need to do to take all the noise and make sure you guys can go out there and pick up the win?
And LCCC is a really good team. They're a really good team, and they have a nice facility, and it's a nice place to play, but it is a tough place to play for sure. And it's always a battle down there, and they're very well coached, and they do an excellent job. So we got to go in there ready to go and, you know, start the game. We finally had our first conference game where we came out and started well, and we got to keep that momentum and start the game well, because like I said, they are a really good team. And this is their first home game that they've had since early December, so they're going to be jacked and ready to go at home.
It's crazy how long home games are until you get to play them. It's like, you know, you guys have the tournament, which is nice. You get the Holiday Inn Express tournament, so you're playing at home, but you also were beforehand. You were on a long road stretch, and then now you finally get back home. What is that? Just scheduling the way it works? Yeah. How does all that work?
Preseason scheduling's tough. It is. It's really tough. Like conference scheduling, you get the conference schedule. These are when your games are. There you go. And so there's really no. I mean, you just go and play. But like the preseason schedules are tough because you want to have, you know, games when you come back from break before conference, but yet you don't want to not have a long enough break. Like it's a really tough balancing act between working with other schools and still playing great competition. But yeah, finding dates that work for both schools, like it is really tough, the preseason schedule is.
It kind of feels like you're on the road most of the time. Because
It does feel like it.
some schools don't really want to come all the way down here.
And you get into a rhythm where an agreement where, hey, we'll come here this year, you come here next year, or hey, we'll come here both years, we'll do a home and home. Like, so you eventually get into a groove and everything, but with us being so new, we're not quite into that groove yet.
Yeah. And do you see that in the future? Gonna be in that groove?
I've been a part of programs in the past where it's, the preseason schedule is easy because we've been doing it for so many years.
Yeah.
And so now it's, we're getting there. We're getting into a groove where we have commitments every year, but it's just taking time to get there.
Taking a look at the preseason games that you guys have had, you played some really tough ones, played the number 3 team in the country, the number 1 team in the country. I mean, you guys just went all out this year. I was like, what in the world's going on?
Yeah, no kidding.
What have you guys learned from that?
I think it's really good. Every coach has a different philosophy, but I think it's great to play those type of teams. Some coaches want the philosophy of winning every preseason game so they have confidence. I like to play hard games so we know what we need to work on. Because if you win every game, then sometimes you stop, working on things to get better. And the goal is March. The goal is March, and so working on things every single game, whether you win or lose, you got to learn from the game. But I think it's really good to play teams like CSI and Eastern Arizona so that you can see that type of level of what it takes to be nationally ranked and what it takes to be at the national tournament. And those teams are consistently at the national tournament and nationally ranked every year. And so I think it's a great opportunity to see that type of level and have a goal as getting there, not just personally for the girls, but as a whole team getting to that level.
Speaking of getting to that level, you have Danae and Georgina who played really great basketball. Georgina is a freshman, sophomore Danae. I think Danae has jumped up to a whole different level compared from last year. Do you kind of feel that?
I agree. Danae really has. She's come into her own, and she's playing well offensively, and I still think she's one of the best on-ball defenders that I've seen. Like, she does a great job guarding the on-ball, and she's a great teammate. She's always picking up her teammates and being a great leader, and yeah, she's really stepped it up this year. I agree. Okay,
so let's talk about Georgina for a second. One thing, you pull her all the way from Spain coming in, and first, how were you able to get the recruiting started in that case?
We get emails constantly from other countries and things like that, but it's just about building those relationships. And I would say that Sosa is, I'd say she's one of our best communicators and one of our best glue kids. Talk about a kid that keeps the team together on the floor. And what's funny is that she has to translate everything in her head, from Spanish to English, and she's still one of our best communicators. So
that's crazy. I'm just so impressed. Yeah,
I am too. I get on the rest of the team about it, and I say, hey, she's got to translate it in her head, and yet she's a better communicator than half our team. And so you guys all speak English. It shouldn't be that hard. But she's an excellent teammate. She's probably one of the best teammates I've seen. And if she wants to give you a high five and you miss her, she will track you down and get her high five. So that's another thing I love. I do. I love it too. It's fun to go back and watch practice film and see her track somebody down to give her a high five. She's just and I give her a lot of credit to a lot of our successes because she holds the team together really well.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to talk with Danae and Georgina when we come back. We'll be back here with more of Coach's Corner.
She'll drive inside from the left side. Faro over to the right, three-point line. Back to Danae. Danae back to Lena. Lena to the top of the key. Pushing around, poked the ball away as it's Repulsis. Pulsis over to Rochelle. They're going to have to get a shot up. Danae Asiata, three-pointer at the buzzer. Good! Three-point bucket, good! It's a two-point lead for the Lady Pronghorns, 71-73.
And welcome back to the Coach's Corner. Chase the Horseman Horsley here alongside with Danae Asiata. And Danae, first off, we're going to talk about that thriller of a game. You making the final shot right there. A shot clock violation was going down that really propelled you guys to come away with the win. And what were your thoughts when that shot went up?
Well, I knew the shot clock was counting down, so I had no choice but to just shoot it, and I knocked it down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you see from this team? The fact that, one, you guys were down, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, it was here's a possession, here's a possession, here's a possession. It was back and forth all the way throughout the fourth, but what were you guys able to do to get over the top?
Well, Northwest is a good team, I think we kind of let up in the second, third quarter, our team, but I think we showed resilience and overcoming bouncing back from, because I know we had turnovers and all that stuff, but I feel like we came back, we bounced back, and we really just locked in and we're focused. So.
You know, one of the things you guys did very well was 80% from the free throw line. That is a very big positive from games prior.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say practice has been like from that? Have you guys been working on those free throws to get that percentage up? What have you been working on?
Yeah, we do a lot of free throws in practice. If we don't get it, then we run.
We run.
So yeah, we try to, knock down our free throws. But yeah.
How many times have you ran in practice for missing free throws?
I think recently we've been doing kind of good.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I can't. Like one time.
One time.
Yeah, but
You're
like
just gonna go with one to save it, right?
yeah, but recently I feel like we've been doing pretty good, like knocking our free throws down during practice. So
No, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So, all right, let's kind of learn more about you. Like, where did you come from? How did you get here to Gillette?
so I'm from Utah, West Valley City, Utah. Wait, how did I come to Gillette? Like why?
Like, why are you here? Like, how did you get?
Oh,
I mean, I
okay.
know you're here for basketball, but
Yeah.
what brought you here?
I feel like it was mainly like the coaching staff and like their program and how they like talked about it and like basically like what they believe, like their standards, I guess. So that really, inspired me to come to Gillette.
Your first visit, if you had a visit, what was the interactions like?
I didn't come on a visit actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just you looked at pictures, you were like, hey, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I talked to I talked on the phone to like Coach Lou and Coach Lewis, and then honestly I didn't really have any other like choices to go like play somewhere else. So I chose Gillette, and boom.
You're like,
here
I'm playing
now.
basketball. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
And it's been good, honestly. Like I like it.
Now you're in your sophomore season. Have you been kind of looking at other places? Start looking at that future. What does the future hold for Danae?
I mean, I don't know necessarily like where I'm gonna go, but I do want to continue playing basketball at like a 4-year, hopefully close to home. But
Okay.
yeah, whatever opportunity I get, I'm fine with it.
Okay. So you said you're from Utah. So
Yeah.
what Utah school are you? Are you a Ute? Are you a Cougar? Are you maybe Utah State? What?
Honestly, I'd probably say BYU.
BYU? Okay.
Yeah, go BYU.
Go BYU.
Go Cougs.
No, that's awesome. It's it's always interesting because some of them are the Utes fans. I haven't had
Yeah.
any Utah State fans yet though.
Utah State.
Out in
Yeah,
Logan, Utah.
I mean, I heard of Utah State, but
Yeah.
I don't really
The
know.
Aggies.
Yeah.
No. It's more people are more fans of BYU or
Yeah.
Utah. Like
Yeah, Utah was good.
Yeah.
Utah was good too.
Yeah. Now, and is it just more on the focus now? If you focus on women's basketball side, who would be the team that you normally would follow?
I don't know. I kind of like BYU's women's basketball
team?
team, but I also
Okay.
like Utah's women's
So
basketball team.
you're both,
Yeah.
or you just don't care, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're pretty much kind of like in the middle. You're like, I like this team, but I also like this team.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite.
Yeah. Because there's
No,
like
no
players
hatred towards
that,
towards each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much.
It's just whatever,
Yeah.
on that case. Now, in Oklahoma, if you do that, it's weird. Like, because you're either an OU fan, Oklahoma State fan. If you're a Tulsa fan, you're just out of the bubble in that type of stuff. But
Yeah.
when you really look at that, is there a big rivalry, conglomerate, whatever the word is now, I can't even think of it.
There you go.
Is there that rivalry that you guys have? I know BYU Utah is a big rivalry, but when you look at fan base, maybe your friends and stuff, maybe they're big fans of it. Is there any rivalry between that, or is it all just kind of like whatever?
I think there is rival.
Rivalry?
Yeah, sorry. I can't even say the
rivalry?
word. Yeah.
It's fine. I couldn't even come up with conglomerate, but I can't even pronounce the word. Oh my goodness. Well, I knew there was a rivalry, but I didn't know if it's like with your friends and stuff. If there's a little bit
Nah,
of that.
there's definitely.
There's
some.
definitely
Yeah,
some.
there's
I love
definitely
that.
some.
That's awesome. No, there should always be rivalry.
Yeah.
Right? Always. you know?
Always.
So, and speaking of rivalry, you guys are about to face off Laramie County Community College
Mm-hmm.
coming up this Wednesday. This will be the only game you guys have this week, and then
Yeah.
you get next week back in action. This week, you're focusing on this one whole team. I mean, Laramie has proven to be a really big threat time and time again here in Region I basketball. What do you guys need to do to make sure you guys can go into a hostile environment and pick up the win?
Well, I think it just comes with us starting and finishing. I know not Northwest, but the past few games we've had a rough time like starting the game. But I feel like if we're focused and locked in on, starting and even like not letting up, like no breaks. Coach always says like we can't take breaks because then the team just comes. But
Yeah.
Everyone always plays their best against Gillette. So, just being prepared and really focusing.
Tell me about some of these freshmen, that you've been able to kind of teach, be a leader for.
Well, I feel like it's like vice versa. Like Lena, I feel like she's a leader. I mean, I look up to her, and she's a freshman, so like what she does, especially like as a point guard, and her like offensive game and especially defensive game, like she can get you the ball or she can score for herself. So it's just been really like cool to work with them, and I'd say like Sosa, her energy is very contagious. Like she doesn't stop, so I think that's really good.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, it's always nice whenever you're a sophomore and you can look up and be like, wow, this freshman class is like, after we leave, they're still going to be able to hold this pedestal, the pedestal all the way up. So that's super nice. But the other thing we got to talk about, not just offensively for you, you're also really big in the defensive category. I mean, you've gotten steals after steals, coming away with some boards as well, too. I mean, what was your goal this year? Was it to focus on offense, focus on defense? What was your entire goal?
Honestly, I think it was a mix of both, but I feel like it was more like defensive wise.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to lock in on defense. I don't know. I feel like I like defense more than offense. To be
Really?
honest. Yeah, I just like, getting steals.
Hey,
And
I mean, you've done a good job on that part because, I mean, you're averaging around 2.4 steals a game, which not a lot of people can do that in the first part. Get those steals and be very good at it. You're close to even getting up to like 3 steals a game. So do you think that really helps like moving forward for like trying to get into the offensive side a lot more faster? I know you guys have had some issues on the fast breaks.
Yeah.
Here as of recent, but has any of that changed?
I mean, wait, sorry. Yeah, I feel like my defense, it kind of helps translate to like offense. I feel like it just builds like the energy to like get a stop and then score or like attack.
So let's kind of dive in a little bit deeper with, the assistant coach. Obviously, this is her first year here. What have you seen so far from her?
Coach Day?
Yeah.
Oh, I really like Coach Day. She's
Yeah?
chill. Yeah, I really like her. No, but like what she says.
Can you tell she's smiling a lot?
Coach Day, bro. But no, like her input in like things that like we need to work on. I really like the way she is, and like she pushes us too.
Yeah.
She challenges us. So yeah.
Okay, let's dive a little bit away from basketball for a moment. We got to know what your pregame drink is, pregame snack that you like to have before each and every game.
Okay. Pregame meal, it kind of depends on where our team goes.
Okay.
But we usually like always get sandwiches. So it depends on what place. I usually get like chicken bacon ranch or like a ham turkey with bacon.
So you could have just, man, those are good choices.
Yeah, I know.
I like those choices.
Yeah, always got to add the bacon.
Yeah, the bacon's always the solid move. Now you have lettuce, tomato, all your veggies and all that?
Yep, mostly just lettuce, tomato. That's
okay.
it.
You not a pickle?
Nah, no pickles.
No pickles?
No pickles. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my pregame meal.
Okay.
Pregame drink, I probably just, honestly, water. Or like I drink liquid IV sometimes, but.
Okay. Do you have a favorite flavor of liquid IV or?
Strawberry.
Strawberry? Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think I have any like pregame snacks.
Okay. Well, I'd have to say you're probably the healthiest meal drink I've had on this show by far. Just
Really?
saying.
That's surprising.
You're just saying. Because like everyone was talking about like, their food choices is so solid. And then they're like, oh, hey, I drink an energy drink or I drink this and that. And I'm like, oh, Well, we went from healthy to I'm a little worried about your heart.
Yeah, energy drinks. I don't know. Actually, just kidding. I like energy drinks, but I don't.
Not
I
before
don't,
a game.
Yeah, I don't know if I've done that this year, like drink it before a game. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I'll try, but nah. Just to see how like it
Just
will affect-
compliment her on drinking water and liquid IVs. Now I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, heavens. Okay, well, let's kind of wrap this thing up. Going from Laramie County Community College after this one, then you guys are back on the road again on Wednesday, and then finally at home on Saturday the following week as well. When you look at the stretch that you guys are going to have, it's a 2-game road stand. What do you guys need to do to make sure that you guys can take advantage of these road games and come away with some big wins?
I think staying focused, and another thing is consistency, like with how we're playing, and honestly, like starting and finishing strong. I know like road games are hard, so because when you're at their place, it's already 15-0. So,
Yep.
yeah, I just really think like, and our energy, like on the court and off the court, I feel like that's going to be a really big thing, and just making sure everyone's like locked in and focused, because road games are tough. So.
Absolutely. Well, Danae, we appreciate your time here on Coach's Corner.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We've got more to come here with Coach's Corner. We'll be right back after this.
So buckets from Lena Bolin on the free throw line. Following out from the left side, here's Isabella Williams. Williams drives inside, and she'll make the 2-point bucket. 55-52, 8:33 left to go here in the fourth. Back from the left side, Lena Bolin off the left-hand post, fires out to Georgina Socio. Good from three-point land at the corner. 61-52 the score. 8:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter, 61-52.
And welcome back here to Coach's Corner. Chase the Horseman Horsley here alongside here with Georgina Socio. Also, as I do in the broadcast, Socio. Yeah. It's great. I love it. Those 3-pointers, anytime you make those, I go nuts because I just love the last name of how it's put. But have you also heard like the cha-cha-cha-chia, like the commercial? Oh no, I'll have to show that to you. Like it's like an old commercial, and that's why I was thinking, I was just like, oh, that fits perfect.
That's fun.
How are you doing?
Good here. Yeah, quite good.
Yeah. How does being in Gillette feel compared to from obviously from not in Gillette, from your other country?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I didn't expect like being like that great. I am. So it's so different back home that it's here, but it's pretty good. Yeah.
All right. First off, I know everyone's watching and they're like, well, where is she from? So let us know. How did you get here? Where are you from? What are the differences like?
I'm from Barcelona, Spain. Well, a little like city next to Barcelona, Badalona. And yeah, I'm here because I think it's like a great opportunity, like go to other place with another culture, another language, and like opportunity of play basketball and mix like the basketball with also like the school, well, the college. And back home it's more like difficult mix like basketball and like college, and here it's more, you have like more facilities. So yeah.
How much soccer did you play in Spain as well too?
None,
really? Okay, that's different from like one of the soccer players I interviewed, and they said like they played obviously they were soccer, but they played soccer, and then they also played like a little bit of basketball as well too. But that's kind of cool. So we gotta ask, were you a soccer fan? I know you guys have really good teams out there in Spain. Like, do you have a favorite team or?
I'm honestly back home and my family were like basketball fans.
Okay.
Not that much from soccer, but my dad, it's a really fan from soccer. So he's from one team that it's called like Español. And yeah, I don't watch soccer at all.
So you're just basketball through and through.
Just
I love that.
Yeah.
So when you started learning, obviously basketball here in America might be a little different than what it is as you're shaking your head. Yes. Tell us, what are some of the differences?
I think like it's like more like physical. People are like so strong. Back home, the weight room, we don't touch it at all. like a little bit, but not that much. Like,
Really?
yeah, but yeah.
You don't touch the
Like,
weight
we
room?
do.
It just sits there. It's collecting
mean-
dust.
We do, but not that much, or it's like
Okay.
doesn't have like that like important, like you know.
So do you more just kind of focus on like cardio and more stuff
Yeah,
on
like
that?
yeah,
or-
skills and like yeah, kind of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I think the physicality is like so different, and then some rules that you can call like timeout whatever you want, and you have 30 seconds on the clock, like the possessions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this like
You don't have any of that?
no.
So you don't even have timeouts?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, yeah, we
I was
do.
like, wait, hold up.
No, we do, but we can, but we cannot like call it when whatever we want. We just can't call it when the ball is out of like
Out of the out of bounds,
Yeah.
like out of play, dead balls.
exactly. Yeah, it's so
Really?
different. Yeah,
Why is that?
I don't know. And then we have 24, not 30 seconds on the like.
You have a
possession.
24. See, I think
Yeah.
a 24-shot clock should be the thing, anyways.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think if I remember in the NBA, that's what it is. It's a 24-second, and then it resets to 12, is what it is for the NBA. So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, 24 would be fine, but. That's crazy.
Yeah,
You
there's some
can't call
difference.
that's insane. You can't call a timeout unless it's a dead ball.
Exactly. It's so different, right?
Do you and you still get five timeouts, or do you get more? How does that work? Do you remember?
I think we have 5, but I'm not
You
sure.
think it was 5?
Yeah.
Was it
Five,
okay?
4.
So I know here in the bonus now, because they changed rules for college. It's for you guys. Once you get 5 team fouls, then you're shooting shots. Was that how it was in Spain, or was it hitting? You had to get to the 7 to
No,
be
it's
doing the bonus.
4.
4
Yeah.
for you to get to the bonus.
Yeah. And then you have 5 and
So you just had to get one extra here. So you're like, oh, that ain't a big
Exactly.
deal. Weird. That's crazy. That's pretty cool though. I love getting to learn all the new stuff. Anything else that was different?
I think the free throw, like, if it's not your team, we have just like 3 of each team, and here it's 4
Uh huh.
of the same team, and then 2. Back home is 3 and 2, and here is 4 and 2.
That's so cool. I'm gonna have to look this up now just to like watch it to
It's
see.
different.
So, okay, let's kind of dive into a little bit of basketball knowledge here, right? So, you guys right now obviously having a pretty solid season right now, 15-7. You guys come away with a big win this past weekend. Especially as we were talking about with Danae earlier, it was back and forth game left and right. I mean, what did you guys have to do on the bench to make sure you guys were able to win this game, especially when you weren't on the court? Because you're on the court 98% of the time, but what did you guys have to do when you weren't playing to kind of keep that team up?
I think the energy is the key. Be like focused and just have energy and have fun, because when everybody is quiet or dead, it's more difficult to stay focused. Or so if you have energy, you contage everybody. So I think.
Okay, and staying with basketball, we got to talk about your shot as well too, because it kind of reminds me of Steph Curry a little bit from how you shoot, but it's the ball is it goes sideways. When you shoot, it's not like a normal spiral. How did you learn to shoot like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's so cool. No, there's no dogging it. It's
Yeah.
so cool because I'm you don't get to see many shots like that, and then it also takes a weird bounce off the rebound too. It messes with the defender, so it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know,
that's just
just-
how you learned how to shoot and all that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. So when you
My
look
brother
at
kind of teach me. So
your brother taught
yeah.
you.
He's a shooter too.
He's
so.
a shooter. Okay,
Yeah, he is.
is he playing? Did he play in college or is he?
He's back home playing in a club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Who's better?
I think,
Oh,
I don't know.
you don't know? You want the parents decide on that?
Exactly. Exactly.
Now-
It's pretty good.
Or you're younger, right?
Yeah.
Younger? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you the youngest out of everyone, or
I
is
just
there
have one old brother.
one older
yeah.
brother? So yeah, so you're the youngest, and That's crazy. Yeah, one playing in a club there, one playing here. Now, has he ever wanted to come to the United States to play and all that, or is he wanting to stay out in Spain?
I think he wants to stay like back home. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has like he's also like a coach
Oh,
there.
okay,
He has
cool.
like yeah, so he's like happy there. So
Nice.
yeah.
So your future-wise, I know you're just a freshman. You still have, another full
Yeah.
year. But what are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to continue playing basketball throughout the years, or are you, do you have a certain degree that you're looking for?
I think I want to like keep playing basketball here. Yeah, finish like if I can like in a 4-year university,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe go back home. Maybe stay here.
Just
knows?
kind of
Yeah.
wherever
Whatever.
the ball leads you, pretty much.
Exactly.
Absolutely, no. It's always kind of one of those things where you're like, oh yeah, I want to go do this, but actually it's telling me to do this, so now I'm staying here in this case.
Yeah.
So that's always super cool. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, going back into the game this weekend, you guys have, or really tomorrow, not even this weekend, you get the weekend off. Are you
Yeah.
excited about that?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But I look like playing like the schedule that we have Wednesdays and then Saturdays.
You
I
know,
like it.
it used to be Friday, Saturdays last year.
Yeah.
It
they told
was
me.
it was a lot for me.
Dang.
Trying to call high school and college at the same
Yeah.
did not work out too well. But you have Laramie County Community College, and I know you guys have probably watched a lot of film on them already. Who would you say right now on that team is going to be a definite threat that you guys are really going to have to really kind of key in on?
Like a player.
Yes.
We didn't make a scout yet.
Okay.
We have it, I think, today. But I think like all the teams in the competition and the conference, they're like pretty good teams, and everybody can beat everybody. So it's gonna be a tough game. But if we stay focused and we do the things that matters, I think we can get it.
Okay, so defensively, you guys have been playing pretty well now. You coming away, obviously, with the big win this past weekend, but also you've had some close games down the stretch. You guys have had to really key in on defense. How do you think you guys have been playing so far as a team defensively?
I think every game we're playing is getting better and better. We've been practicing so hard to translate everything to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're doing pretty good. We have a lot of place to get better too, but yeah, I think we're doing good.
Yeah. Well, awesome. All right. Well, we only got a couple more questions. We got to know what your pregame drink, pregame meal is that you like to have before each and every game.
Pre-game drink? I don't have any. I just drink water.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe some Gatorade.
Okay.
But I used to drink water. And then pre-game meal, as Nate said, we used to go to eat sandwiches. Depends of the place we go, but I used to order a BBLT.
Okay.
Yeah, or ham with cheese or something like that. Yeah. I don't have actually nothing I always eat this. So depends of whatever.
Some people have those
Yeah,
weird superstitions
yeah.
that they have to eat this before each and every game.
No, I don't.
No?
Just whatever we have. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, coming up this week, as we talked about, Laramie County Community College, and then you guys have another game coming up on Wednesday, get the weekend off. What are the 3 goals that you would have for this team to get the job done against Laramie and on the following week on Wednesday?
I think one of the keys, as coach says always, is rebound. We have to dominate the boards, and yeah, I think if we dominate that, we're going to have a good game. And then the assist, I think when we play together and we share the ball, we play good or much better. So I think having a lot of assists will help to get that wins. And then free throws.
Free throws.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Georgina, we appreciate your time, and thank you so much for coming here on Coach's Corner.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. More to come here with Coach's Corner coming up after this. Chase the Horseman Horsley here alongside here with Coach Liz Lewis. And Coach, I mean, we've heard from Georgina, we've heard from Danae now, and some of the crazy parts is the fact of what Spain does for basketball. From Georgina was telling me that timeouts can only be called when it's a dead ball.
Okay.
Nothing else. So it's just so she was like, yeah, that's a difference here. And I'm like, I call a timeout anytime I want, you know?
Yeah.
And that part's kind of crazy. You have to learn those differences. And then Danae, she kind of brought up, you know, the leadership wise of what she's been able to do. But she also brought up the fact of saying that she is learning a lot from the freshmen. And, you know, seeing like Lena and Sosa and the way that they've been able to become leaders. Would you kind of see that the freshmen are kind of maybe jumping up a level already?
I would say so. We have a really good, strong freshman class. They are a great group, and I think by with the girls' mutual respect for each other, but also the great chemistry that we have, I think the freshman sophomore doesn't really matter. It's a matter of personalities and things like that people are comfortable with, that they can feel like they can listen to and follow, and like I said, the chemistry. And so there's a mutual respect, I think, among the freshmen and sophomores that's allowing those younger groups to lead, and they're doing a great job. Like you mentioned, Lena does a great job leading all the time, and she's she's a firecracker, and
Yeah.
I absolutely love that about her. But she's not afraid to step up and lead.
Now let's dive into this Laramie County Community College game, because this is, as you would say, as we were talking, it's a rivalry, but also, too, this is a big game. I mean, as we talked about, you have to win all the ones at home, but you still have to get the ones on the road, and this is not going to be an easy feat.
Oh, it won't be easy at all. We're going to have to go down there and really battle, because like we talked about, it's their first home game that they've had in over a month, and so they're going to be jacked and ready to go. And they're a skilled team, and they've got a lot of great players, and so it's tough when you start your conference off, 3 games on the road. And so it's going to be a tough one down there, and winning on the road, I think, is really hard in our conference.
Yeah, when you talk about winning on the road, obviously traveling wise, with that case, because you guys probably won't travel until tomorrow morning. So now you're having to put a full days of practice work.
Yeah.
What time would you say you guys would probably leave here and get over there?
I will leave about 11:30. Yeah, 11:30. Get on
Okay,
the
so
road.
that's not terrible.
Yeah, you got to eat pregame on the road on your way down there to get them some fuel, and so it'll be an interesting day, that's for sure. But we did the same thing when we went to Torrington, so it's about the same distance.
Yeah.
It's a little bit further, but not much.
It's more of like a down and back type of
game.
situation. Yeah. No, you're not having to drive the bus or anything,
Oh
right?
heck no, no. Thank goodness I do not have to do that.
No, that's always nice. At least you get a veg
Yeah.
on the way back and sleep, or maybe
Yeah.
on the way there you get to sleep or
Yeah, and
catch up on those Z's.
and the girls had their headphones on, listening to their music, and so it'll be but we have to be ready to go once we step off the bus, because it's going to be a challenge.
Absolutely. We'll talk about, we were trying to get a little scouting report, but they told me, oh, well, we haven't done the full scouting report on it today. So when you look at that, I know you've done a lot of work on it. So what are you kind of looking at from Laramie this year? Are they playing anything different than what they've done in years past? How does everything look?
Not really. They're big, and they're strong athletes, and like I said, they're very well coached, and I think they're a very competitive team too. I think they're going to come out and give us a run, and I think it's going to be a tough game, and we need to shoot the ball well, and we need to rebound, and that's one thing that we've struggled with, is we've given up way too many offensive boards. That's one of our conversations that we'll have today during our scout is how many offensive boards that we've given up, and so that's something that we have to do, is limit their second chance shots, because they are, like I said, they are a very good team. So we got to limit their 3-point shots, and then any second chance shots within the key.
Rochelle, she's always been that one that's getting those rebounds, but we've also seen Danae. She's kind of jumped into that spot. Also, I've seen Lena jump into that, and then Kinsey Blue as well too. She comes up when she's in the game. She's just right there, ready to get a big board.
Yeah.
What have you seen in that case? I know you talk about Rochelle. You want to see her really succeed, especially in the rebound game, but then also, she hits a lot of floaters, makes the points and all that. But what do you want to see in the rebounding game to kind of change? Is there anything?
Well, losing Addie, that really hurt us. With her being out with a season-ending injury, that's really tough, because she was pulling down 10, 15 boards a game. And so we had that conversation that our guards need to step up and start rebounding, because with losing her inside, that's an area that we need to make up for. And it's tough when you lose a player like her, because she had a great personality out there, and she just worked her butt off. And so not having her out there anymore does make a huge difference. And I am proud of the girls, how we've rallied together. behind her and supported her through, because she's got a challenging 9 months ahead of her
Yeah.
to get back to where she needs to be. And so it's going to be tough. But the girls have, like you said, the guards have really stepped up and rebounded, which is what we need. And honestly, like with the way the game's changed with so many long shots, a lot of long rebounds, guards do need to step up and rebound.
Yeah, I mean, looking at obviously rank-wise, ranked 56th in the NJCAA. Overall, it's 138th in rebounds per game in that case. And so obviously that you want to change that.
Yes.
And you don't
Yeah.
want to be in that 100.
No, that's if we want to be in one of the top teams, that's an area, and we've talked about it, that we're not a great rebounding team right now.
Yeah.
Like no matter how you look at it, we're not a great rebounding team. And Pat Summitt always said, that offense sells tickets, defense wins games, but rebounding wins championships. And so
Yeah.
we talk about that all the time.
And I made an because I was actually opponent's total rebounds per game. So you guys are actually doing a lot better.
Not as well as I'd like, but yes.
Yeah, you're in 34th and 56th.
Okay.
So the 56th was right, the
The
other part,
34,
but the
okay.
34, not 100. You're good. I made an but no, and I even have the stats right here in
right
front of me. No. But yeah, no, it's one of the games, like it's hard because basketball is, you really focus on, a lot of times people focus more on the offensive side than really focusing on the rebounds or defensive side. But that's really where you win the game.
Huge, yep. That's where, especially like really tough games and especially late in the season, like rebounding is the key. And so you got to have players, and Rochelle's very capable. She's very capable of bringing down big boards, and so is Key. Kiara inside, she's very capable of bringing down big rebounds, but like we said, our guards got to rebound too.
Now, you guys also brought in a new manager to help you guys out.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about her.
She's a great kid. Allie Rogers is a great kid. I've always loved her and her family. They're here from Gillette, local. But yeah, she stepped in a little bit to help us out here as a manager for the next little bit. And she's just, you can't ask for a better human being. Like, she just is an outstanding person. She works her butt off, and she just is a great teammate to be around. And so
Yeah.
she always, and that's one thing that I think is a really special quality that she has, is she does a great job bringing out the best in others. So it's a quality that not everyone has, but she does.
She's going to be that little hype squad
Yeah.
right there, just ready to go,
Yeah.
right there on the bench. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, Coach, before we get you out of here, what are your 3 keys to getting the job done this week?
Oh man, rebounding. we got to win the rebounding game. And a big key that we're really trying to work on is that we got to play the full 40 minutes. Can't have spurts of excellence and then spurts of complete disaster. So we have to have 40 minutes, put a complete game together, and we got to shoot the ball well.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thank you so much for coming here on Coach's Corner again.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Awesome. More to come later on. Once again, Lady Pronghorns going to be going out to Laramie and taking on Laramie County Community College tomorrow. Now, I say Laramie, it's actually more further in Cheyenne than in Laramie, but you get the gist, out there in Laramie County. So, once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in here for Coach's Corner. From Chase the Horseman Horsley to Coach Liz Lewis. We will see you guys next time.